I still remember the day my father forgot my face. May 30th, 2023. It was a hot afternoon in Gboko, the kind of heat that weakens you to your bones and you just want to take permanent residence in the bathroom. My world stopped turning for a second. Do you know who I do you know who is talking to you? I asked hopefully, his eyes distant, a mix of confusion and apprehension. Are you not one of the workers in the hospital? He in turn asked me. I was deeply heartbroken, and I felt a searing of my soul with each passing moment I sat beside him. As I fed him, I tried to remind him how he had spent 8 months with me in Abuja, and in those months, how I had fed him and cared for him. I longed for him to call me by my pet name, but it did not come back to him at that moment. And I realized I was losing him little by little, like leaves being stripped from a mahogany tree in an unyielding harmattan wind. Being my father's caregiver was a role I never imagined playing in my life. This is not what I typically think about. But when the time came, I wore the role like second skin. My father was a soldier, and it was how I always pictured him, a rock on which his family stood. As dementia began its wicked obliteration of his mind and body, it was my turn to be his crutch. Each day became a tussle of placating, reassuring him we were not trying to make him miserable with his diet, and on brutal days, restraining him from physically hurting himself and wandering into the little passages of his past that would often slip back in. The hardest thing about grief is it insists on you paying attention. It says, I am here and you must pause and acknowledge me. I couldn't do anything till I sat still and acknowledged the loss of my father. I had to write it on paper to be fully able to create any new work or finish up pending projects. I had to first write about the pain I was trying to push away. So I started writing essays about my dad's health challenges, about my caregiving role, how I first lost him to dementia before he passed away. There were days I cried midway writing, but I knew it was the only way I could continue my journey as a creative. Everything else was hinged on accepting this truth.